It's your boy V Ben's Real, the People's Champ, back with another YouTube live stream. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, people. Shout out to my trolls. Hope everybody's doing well today. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I told y'all I was going to start being more regular. I've been pumping out a little content, and here I am. Hope everybody is doing wonderful. Y'all made it. TGI Friday. Y'all made it. Congratulations. Oh, man. I just wanted to jump on here and talk my ish. Didn't really have any one particular topic. So I figured we just wrap a taste. Talk a little something. Yeah, man. This week went by fast. I didn't even realize it was Friday. I was going this morning, and my man was like, "Yo, happy no," he said something like, have a good weekend." Good weekend? Why you say that? Oh, I'm like, oh shit, it's Friday. Wasn't even thinking like that. Wasn't even think about it. But listen, let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. On your way in the door, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Now, when you hit the like button, smash the bell for all notifications. Because I know I don't know why some of y'all contact me on TikTok. That is the worst possible way to send me a message. Like, I get so much junk from TikTok. I just try to clear out the notifications. I really don't be looking for anything serious. You know, if it's a wave or a nudge or just something dumb, I get so much spam over there. I really, if you have other ways to communicate with me, and if you hear on the People's Podcast, you do. First of all, in my about me on YouTube, my email address is there. Hell, at one time, I even had my phone number up there. It might still be. I ain't looked in a while. Email is a very good way. I'm no longer on Facebook. Remember with the whole Hillary Clinton thing like 2 years ago? I got banned from a bunch of stuff all simultaneously, mysteriously. When I was talking shit about Hillary, please forgive me, Hillary. I didn't realize your power. Shut me down. Even here on YouTube, I was supposed to get a 7-day suspension. My 7-day suspension turned into 9 days. I'm like, damn, she petty. She was like, yeah, we're gonna give you your 7. We're gonna throw 2 more on there just to fuck with you. That's the way I took it anyway. That is the way I took it. I'm trying to check my comments. I don't know what that little. What is that? StreamYard got some. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I can. Some beta. What is it? Show comments. And it always show me comments? Oh, it shows them to me differently, I think. So no, I don't want to do that. I want everything to stay normal. I'm not messing with it. And I did. Okay. I'm back to normal. Let me stop playing with stuff in the middle of a stream. With StreamYard, they'll have all my settings jacked up. But yeah, you don't want to be here. Don't be here. There are plenty of places to be out here in these YouTube streets. Move around. Shout out to Love Dorsey. If you do want to be here, make sure you participate. Chat gets litty when everybody gets here. My mods are seasoned. They my Spartans. Let them know what your profession is. All right. Know where you at. Some of you think highly of yourselves. You think you're tough or something. You think you're smart. And it's funny to me because some of you dumb as shit. I'm going to just say it like that. And you just run all over the internet trying to flex and show. I mean, if you're really an intelligent person, you don't do that. But you got to need to prove yourself. Nigga, you like 40. Like, you had your whole life to do that. Maybe if you had paid a little bit more attention when you was in grade school. And that's what y'all remind me of, that dumb kids always raising their hand, interrupting the teacher. I know exactly what teachers be thinking. Remember my degrees, my undergrad is English. Teachers be thinking, you shut the fuck up and let me finish. And maybe your question gets answered without you. Every 5 minutes. Smart kids be looking like, man, shut up. You interrupt the flow of the class. You know. But some of y'all are just like that on here. You learn a couple of new words. You can't wait to use them. I remember when Stephen A. Smith used to do that. Couldn't wait to use a new word. It don't make you smart. Being able to communicate with people shows intelligence. Not talking over people's heads. And even if the person, the host, understands what you're talking about, everybody watching is like, what is he talking about? It's just, and it ends up turning. I got one in my mind. I was watching a Cooley on No Fugazi. I kind of like the dude. I think he does a good job. You know, the overly Christian people, you know, they kind of annoy me because most of the time they don't know what they talk about. They quote a couple of scriptures, but most of the time they really don't have an understanding of the Bible. You know, so they say dumb stuff. You know, like they were talking about divine order, and they were saying it wrong. God, man, wife, kids. That's not divine. Divine order is God, Christ, husband, wife. The husband is still over the kids. Well, y'all don't, but they don't understand that. Nowhere in the Bible does it say the wife is over the kids, but they put that in there. You know, I know some of y'all wonder why don't you go ahead and light that cigarette? Why are you holding it? I wanted to show y'all my new light. So I did a review. I bought two by accident. So I originally saw it on TikTok, and I didn't realize I bought it on TikTok. Now, in hindsight, I'm remembering it was free shipping. A lot of times I don't buy things on TikTok because they'll get you in with the super low price, but then the shipping is like $8. I'm like, damn, like, so I'm paying $7 for the item. Now I got to tack on another 8. Nah, I usually would just go find it on Amazon and pay $10 for it and get 2 day shipping. Shipping with TikTok is always slow. It's never fast. So anyway, I forgot to order the damn thing, and I couldn't get in my mailbox. They were fixing it. So when I finally get in my mailbox, I saw the damn thing. But the problem is the one I ordered from Amazon was crappy. The doggone where you refill it and put the fuel in. This one is plastic too, but at least you can open and close it without destroying the little plastic screw. So it sinks. Oh, and the box. Do I have that box? I don't know what I do. Anyway, it came in a nice gift box. It was like, damn, for $6. Go ahead, TikTok. I mean, the one that came with from Amazon, it was like a little piece of plastic, and I'm like, damn, because y'all leave some quick start instructions, something. It was just it wasn't even a Ziploc bag. It was like a Ziploc bag without the Ziploc. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, I got this one, and I wouldn't use this thing every day, but as an emergency lighter, fire starter kind of thing, this is what this is for. Let me show y'all. So it's supposed to be a a permanent match. I mean, it ain't permanent because you got fuel in it, but I'm curious to see how long the fuel is gonna last in this damn thing. So anyway, let's see. There you go. I wasn't hitting it right. Y'all know I'm blind, so I would try to do this now in the dark and shit. But I've used this thing 3 times. I've used it like 3 times, so um, we'll see how long it lasts. I'm curious, but if it lasts a long time and you're getting into a bad situation, it's a keychain. You got it in your pocket. It's a carabiner. It's a bottle opener. I mean, I needed a keychain, so it worked out for $6, free shipping, and couldn't go wrong. I like little gadgets, those of you who know me. So from time to time, I'll test little things out like that. Um, yeah, it was a little crazy. I mean, there's certain lighters that are very reliable, like a big lighter, a regular big. Where's that? Damn. Oh, there you go. There you go. Just a regular standard big. You should always have one in your house, in your car, even if you don't smoke. These lighters last damn near forever if you don't use them. The fuel don't run out because it's not being exposed to anything, so it doesn't evaporate very fast. I've had big lighters be in my car 2 years, and I forgot the motherfucker was in there, and it's still lit. And then I was able to use it for another year. Like big is good. Big is time tested. Um, I had one in my jeans and washed my jeans, put it in the dryer. Didn't realize I took it out the dryer. Oh shit! I done ruined a perfectly good lighter. Wrong. It still worked. Can't go wrong. A Zippo. A Zippo is another good one. Zippo back here. Yeah. I usually always keep a Zippo laying around. So, I mean, there's just certain tools and things you should, again, even if you don't smoke. A lot of people, especially ladies, y'all use candles. You should always have candles in your house, fellas. I mean, if the lights go out, I mean, right now there's a hurricane threatening the South Carolina coast. That could easily blow up this way. Be without power, guy. Light the candles. Hello. So you never know. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios where you may need to start a fire. For your personal survival. So, just get you a $2 Bic. And or hell, you get a whole pack of Bics on Amazon for like under $10. You get like 6 of them or something. Just buy them, put one in your car, leave the rest in your house. You know, if you carry EDC stuff, that's everyday carry, a little bag, pouch, should have one in there. Should always have multiple ways to start a fire. You know, some of you y'all have no tactical awareness, and you should. You should. But forgive me for rambling off on that tangent. But that's what this show is about. It's going to be a show full of tangents and rabbit holes. But yeah, I put the links. There's a video with me reviewing that lighter, that permanent lighter or permanent match, in my shorts. And in the description of that video, there's a link to the one on Amazon. Do not buy that one. There is the link for the one on TikTok. Buy that one. Way better. They look almost identical, but the quality of the two, particularly that little screw, and if you destroy the screw, you done fucked up the whole unit. Where you going to get a replacement plastic screw at for that damn thing? All of the effort you would put in trying to find that, you might as well just order you another one for $6. I mean, come on now. I had a charging cable for my doorbell camera. I'm not gonna say how it got misplaced, but it got misplaced. Um, y'all know I'm partially, so I rely on memory for a lot of things. So I put things in certain places so I know where they at. But some people like to move your ish, and then they want to act like they didn't move it. I'm like my charger cable. I got a little lamp on my kitchen table that has a USB plug, so I always kept the thing plugged in there, so it ain't there no more. That means somebody else moved it. I ain't had no reason to move it. It's been there ever since I bought the damn camera. But all of a sudden, it ain't there no more. So anyway, instead of cussing somebody out, making a big stink about it, $5 went on Amazon. It was 2 days shipping. And believe it or not, no, actually it was like I think it was $11 originally. But I caught one of them sales or coupons or whatever, sometimes they pop up. And I ended up paying like $5 or $6 for it with 2 days shipping. And the motherfucker came in one day. It was here the next day. I was like, damn. And it was a very quality cable. So I was able to charge my doorbell up. I like having my doorbell camera. That's, even though I don't get a lot of visitors, I just like being aware of who's coming near my door. And guess what? I ain't had no issue. Now, I don't know if it's because of that doorbell or not, but I know it's there. I ain't had no issues. It's going to stay there. It's going to stay there. Can't really see the comments. Friggin' StreamYard got so much shit. Like they always doing some new shit. And I really don't feel like messing with it. I don't want to mess with it at all. It won't make the improvements they should make. They add goofy stuff. They should make it a better interface when you're going live, streaming from your mobile device and not a computer. They should make it more intuitive for us phone users. That's my opinion. I've been saying that for a while. Obviously, they ain't listening to me. That's for damn sure. Man. Y'all see the dumb questions they've been asking Trump? Well, what do you think if the Democrats come back into power? Do you think they're going to investigate your people? Trump, like, motherfucker, they've been investigating the fuck out of me for 10 years for shit I didn't do. That's the point of this. They lied. Now they got caught. Now we dragging their ass into court. This is the process. But they trying to make like he being petty. Y'all started this shit as soon as it came down the damn elevator way back when. They started fucking with him 10 years ago. That was 2015. Hell, even when this motherfucker wasn't president, they were still fucking with him His wife, his son, his friends, other family, uh, and they didn't have legitimate reasons. They was making up shit. So you're getting caught. Oh well, that's what happens. See, this is why I said when he didn't really go full force against Hillary and kind of let it slide, I was like, yo, that's a mistake. Hillary did too much shit. He should have dug in her ass, lock her up. That's what everybody was screaming. He should have went ahead and did that shit. He should have had them going up at her ass with a damn magnifying glass, tweezers. Is what her corrupt ass. Shit, her family has been corrupt for generations. Her father, her brother, her uncles. Yeah, that family, she come from a family of corrupt. Don't let that Clinton name fool you. Look at her maiden name and look into her family. It's always some weird shit, and they've been political for generations. Bill Clinton had his hands full when he got with her. And she bait and switched his ass like a mug. Yeah, man. Yeah, I guess I gotta really start going live. I'm gonna make it a point at least to try to jump on here every Friday until I can develop a more regular schedule. So that I'm gonna try to do that. So people can get used to coming here with me and seeing me again. It's still kind of early. I know I came in late. 7:30, whatever it was. So what's that? Like 3 o'clock on the West Coast. It's still early over there. So this timing may be an issue. But I just felt like jumping on here. I honestly didn't want to go to sleep. And then I started watching Nate Jackson and got caught up in that. Yeah, that was crazy. And next thing I know, because hell, I set up the stream at like 5 o'clock. The next thing I know, it's 7:30. I'm like, damn, I've been watching this comedy shit that long. Time flies when you're having fun. So yeah, my collars are looking good, y'all. If you've been keeping up with my posts, I've been showing a lot of videos of my collars. Tomorrow was a feeding day for both gardens, so I'll be adding A and B solution to both of those on tomorrow. Checking the pH, checking the TDS, aka ppm. I'll be doing all of that tomorrow, so I'll have my little laboratory mindset going. Yeah, man. That's what's been going on. You know, some of you men, quote unquote men, y'all real sassy, man. Y'all act, and I saw Cooley say this to a guy, and I feel the same, well, I think the same way. Some of y'all just have a woman's mindset, and you you try to pretend like you're masculine, but you got real feminine ways. And I could tell by the conversation, like especially people I've known for quite some time. and then I talk to you and you acting a little weird. And it's like almost like you're fishing, you know. And I could tell by the conversation. You you ain't acting like your normal self and you're fishing for something, you know. And y'all do it in a way like you think nobody is picking up on what you're doing. I find that very interesting. But I play along. I let you do it. I don't say nothing. I just be like, look at this shit. Look at this ninja here trying to act like, but see what it is, they don't realize they think they know something you don't know. But the reverse is true. And I know why you're doing it. But you ain't man enough to even state your position. At least when you talk to me, and y'all can go back, I got what, 800 plus videos. I haven't changed. And how many years I've been on here doing this? Have not changed. You know what you're getting when you talk to me. I was talking to somebody and I made a comment about a woman I used to deal with. And was it a little distasteful? Yeah, if you talking in the presence of women, but if it's just boys talking, homeboys talk like that to each other. And I've talked to this dude on many occasions. I've said more vulgar shit than I did the last time we talked. I'm like, that is you're offended? Like that, like you're acting weird, dude. That offended you? Um, I'll tell y'all what I said. You know, maybe this is too much for the live. I don't know, but I'm gonna say it. Anyway, I was dealing with a young lady and I nicknamed her Tasty Cakes. It was an inside joke between me and her. Nobody knows why I called her that. The reason why I called her that, she had the best tasting pussy I ever tasted. Her pussy tastes just like birthday cake or a tasty cake, just like it. It was friggin' amazing. It was friggin' amazing to me. So I say this to the dude. Yo, that girl had the best tasting pussy. Oh, that was awkward. No, it wasn't. Not really. That's how men talk to each other. Men say kind of stuff like that to each other all the time. So if that offends you, your sensibility, it's like, yo, I really don't even want to talk to you, man. You acting weird. But I know why. I'm not gonna say why, but I know why. I'm gonna let you have that. Live your life, man. Be great. I ain't gotta expose you. I ain't gotta blow up the spot. I'm grown as shit. I don't care. I don't need no get back. I ain't gotta do nothing. I mean, like, yo, just live your life, man. Be happy. Be happy, man. Enjoy. But don't fish for information so that way you can try to blow up my spot later. Like, come on now, man. Come on now, dog. I should have got me a cold water before I started this stream, but it's all good. I can't stand. I love cold drinks. I can't stand when I ain't got one. Is there ice in this tea? No, everything is warm. Shit. I'll tell y'all, I started watching Nate Jackson. I got totally distracted. Crazy. So anyway, I had a problem with one of my insurance cards, and Mecklenburg County was supposed to transfer all of my my paperwork here to Gaston County last year. So the young lady who was responsible for handling my case only partially did it. I didn't notice until I started going to certain appointments, and they're like, "You don't have insurance." I'm like, "Yes, the hell I do. I got three kinds of insurance, and the only way I can have the third con, which is Humana, is if I have the other two, like the type of insurance I got." So anyway, I called last year back up to Charlotte to get them to complete the transfer. Of course, the caseworker that I talked to told me she couldn't help me. And the lady who was my caseworker assigned to me was the only one that could do it. I'm like, ain't there a supervisor or somebody that can fill in when she's not available? No, was the answer I got. So she typed up an email and emailed her my situation. And I heard her typing. And it was a lengthy email, you know. So she was explaining what happened. Because on first glance, it looks fine, like transfer completed. But upon my insistence, she looked a little deeper. She was like, wait a minute, that's strange. And she's like, yeah, you're right. It hasn't been completed. I'm like, I know. I talked to the corporate office, and they're the ones that transferred me to the local office because only the local office could fix it. Okay. So anyway, so she sent the email. So when the girl came back off vacation, she could get to it. I checked in a few more times between then and now. Remember, I done been in the hospital 3 times, whatever, whatever. So even when I was in the hospital, I was still working on this. She finally calls me back a year later. Then she had an attitude. And she was one of them people who wanted to try to prove they were smarter than you. I'm like, man, I've been dealing with this for a whole year. Now, I'm pretty informed on what you need to do and what's wrong. I don't care. I'm not looking to blame you. I don't care how it happened. I'm not in Charlotte anymore. I've been gone for over a year. I just want to be done with y'all. Just change my address. That's all she had to do. Now she's in this mode where she wants to review my entire file. I'm like, ma'am, I'm not a resident there. I want the people here in Gaston to take over fully of my insurance. Like, you're blocking right now. That's what you do. So anyway, she was just real sniggy and snarky, talking in circles. wouldn't really answer straightforward questions. She giving me the wrong information. She telling me stuff I had never heard before. And remember, I've talked to other people. They're telling me, oh, yeah, this, that, this, or another. We just need to get her to release you. She has the access. Okay, that's so it should be simple. She don't want to do that. She want to flex her authority. So she gets pissed off at me for no reason. You know, people try to start an argument with you so they can hang up on you or storm out the door kind of thing. So she pulled one of those and hung up on me. I'm at my supervisor call you. Click. I never, and it like I never asked her for her supervisor. I never said she couldn't help me. She was like, well, you want me to do a review, don't you? No, I don't. Only thing I'm asking for the last year, you to change my address. That's all I'm asking for. All of this other stuff is stuff you created. Cause she like, well, if I do this, if I do that, it ain't gonna complete until December 31st. I'm like, what? Like, she's treating me like because this is an open enrollment period. So she's treating me as if she's processing open enrollment. Ma'am, that is not what I call for. All I want is an address change and a new card. So then she's like, well, I can't send out a new card until I complete what I'm trying to do. I'm like, what? Like I had a card before, my wallet had got stolen, and I had to get all new cards. But because you have done what you've done, you got everything jacked up. So I've asked for cards before. People say, yeah, I'll send them out. But I think they've been sending them to the old address. Nobody had ever told me I couldn't get a new card until whatever my file was reviewed, whatever. I had never been told that. So anyway, she hangs up on me. The next day, the supervisor calls me. Very nice guy. He apologizes for her. Then he said something interesting, you know. Yeah, I know you've been dealing with this for a few months since June. I said, no, sir. I've been dealing with this since September of last year. He looks in the computer. He's like, you're right. I said, I know I'm right because that's when I moved. I moved in this apartment September 3rd, 2024. So I was trying to get all that shit straight back then. So he like, okay. And then I make the point to tell him it took her a year to call me back. I've been constantly calling. He looks in the file. He's like, yes. Because I guess they track every time you talk to somebody. So, yeah, he's like, I see when you talk to other people. You know I'm not lying. He was like, you even called the corporate office a couple of times. Yes, sir, I had. So he's like, okay, we're going to get this fixed. I said, I hope y'all are monitoring these calls because you really need to go back and listen to that call. Because all of the information that you've given me today is totally different from what she told me yesterday. Even the December 31st date. He was like, no, that's incorrect. Once we get your address and stuff, all of your paperwork, your account will be straight as of October 1st. Perfect. Perfect. And he's like, yeah, we'll send out confirmation letters to let you know everything we talked about, all of that kind of stuff. Your new card will come. Perfect. Everything I've been asking for. So another young lady calls me the next day. She was excellent. She helped me do everything. She was patient, polite, not snarky, not on no kind of power trip. Got me straight. October 1st, looked at my mailbox today, already got the confirmation letters. I got a temporary card to last from the time I talked to her, which was the 22nd, till the end of the month. And between now and then, another card will come, and that'll last from October 1st going forward. But, you get people again that they're fishing for stuff. They trying to figure out what you gonna say before you say it. Like, just talk like a friggin' human. Have a conversation without trying to be a mind reader or something. But some people are weird. It's all connected to what I said about the taste of cake thing. But anyway, like I told y'all, my collards are growing good. I even got some things starting to sprout up on garden number 1. So they're not big yet. So I'm really not sure exactly what it is. I think it's tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes. But we'll see. I'm just happy they starting to sprout. So maybe once I give it another shot of AB, that'll help. I'm germinating 3 different kind of seeds. Now I did have a little bit of germination on some of the Carolina Reaper seeds. So I took a few of those seeds and put those in the grow medium and dropped those in a net pot and put those in garden number 2 over here. So hopefully we'll see some activity on those. Based on my research, they grow a little slow. It takes them a little while. So we'll see. Well, hydroponics is supposed to make everything grow faster. We will see. These collard greens are off the chain. They're gonna be big. Damn, wait a minute. Put my glasses on, man. Wait a minute. I looked at them yesterday. Hold on. Yeah, they are growing. So I'm very happy with those. I'm gonna have to raise the light up a little bit more. Yeah, I think they almost touching that light, and they weren't. I mean, it's so much growth just in the last week. But remember, when I first started, they started to sprout the seeds started to sprout in 3 days. So the collard greens love this system. So I know some things grow better than others. Collard greens are definitely a winner. And that's great for me. I'm going to try some lettuce because I use lettuce a lot. Tacos. Last night I had a burrito. I make sandwiches all the time. Uh, for lunch, morning, noon, and night. I mean, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I make sandwiches. And I'll use lettuce. I mean, I'll do a turkey and egg sandwich and throw some lettuce, tomato, and cheese on that mug. Mm. Boy, that's a good breakfast right there. That is a good breakfast. So I make him a breakfast. So yeah, I may start grow. I'm gonna try to grow some lettuce. I don't think I have any lettuce seeds. I may. I'll look tomorrow when I'm in the lab. That's what I'm calling my kitchen table, the lab. So when I'm over there in the lab tomorrow, where I keep the seeds, I will check. See if I grow some lettuce. Somebody said, one of the other content creators said, lettuce grows fast as well. Now, I had never heard collard greens fast. That's why I went and got the firehouse bucket because I was figuring once the collard greens started to sprout, I was going to transfer them over to a crack key type of system, and I still may do that at some point. I need a drill so I can put a hole in the top of the bucket so I can put a net pot in it for the damn plants. You know, a crack key method. You could research that, and that's with a K. The crack key method is us a deep water culture. Basically, it's a 5 gallon bucket, and Firehouse sells the buckets for $3. A lot of people didn't know that. So instead of paying $7 to $10 for a bucket at Lowe's or Home Depot, just go to Firehouse, get the same bucket. They use the pickles. That's what they pickles come in. So anyway, um, you put the nutrient solution in the bucket, put the net pot in the top, put the plant down in there, and the roots grow into the nutrient solution. And that's all you have to do. Of course, you need to provide light. Now, the bucket is so close to garden number 2, it would get a little bit of light from there, but I probably would need another light source to give it enough light. Um, but I'm going to do that down the line. I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon. I'm just learning, so I don't want to start too many different projects at one time and different projects. I already got 2 projects going on now. So I got garden 1 and 2 going, and I'm germinating seeds. I'm learning how to germinate. So that's 2 projects right there. I don't need to. I think my next project before I do the crack key method, I got enough shelf space. I think I'm gonna get a garden number 3 at some point, maybe in December or Black Friday. Maybe I'll shoot around that time. Well, that is December, end of November, December. I'm gonna look for a garden number 3. Hopefully I can catch it on sale. Hell, it's on sale now. Um, uh, I think I got these things for like $35, something like that. So I may not wait. I don't know. It can't get no cheaper than I want to do aquaponics. So being that these things are translucent, no, they're clear. Yeah. They're transparent, not translucent. They are transparent. And they're perfect for aquaponic. I'm gonna throw like 2 goldfish in there, some nano bubbles, and see basically the fish are gonna replace the nutrients. They're gonna provide the nutrients. The fish waste is what's gonna provide the nutrients for the plants. So I'm gonna see how that's gonna work. See how that's gonna work. I I think I've been rambling enough and I'm thirsty, y'all. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. I really I mean I got some more shit I could talk about. But I'll say that content for another time. It ain't pressing that it's not time sensitive either. I don't have to talk about it now. So. But I hope everybody's doing well. As I said before, especially those of you I haven't talked to directly or seen on here or just in the circles in a while. So I hope y'all doing well. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Amanize. Few others. Um, but some of you, I see too much. You just all over the place. And a lot of it is my fault. I just don't move in certain circles no more. I'm not interested in that back and forth, debate me, bro, type dudes, relationship. You want to try to make women submit with your logic. It ain't never gonna work, bro. It ain't never gonna work. Never, never, never. Not interested. Not interested in panels, coming up on nobody panel, me creating my own panel. So don't feel like doing it. Rather make better content. My cooking, my gardening, that interests me more, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Follow me on my journey. I appreciate y'all supporting the People's Podcast. Holla at your boy. It's your boy.